What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Loki, episode 5. Wow. I mean, I don't even know where to begin because it feels like everything is crumbling from the inside out. We've got a couple folks who were pruned, Loki and Mobius. No!
I mean, crumbling, but also discovering something different.
Well, the TVA is, their secret is getting out. And the timekeepers, whether there are timekeepers or not, the ones that were there were not real. They were very much like a Wizard of Oz style of, or even if you want to go funny route, Spaceballs type of controlled, just androids. And yeah, obviously there's someone above all of this, and there's a big bad that we still need to learn about. A lot of you guys are talking about Kang the Conqueror, and you know, it makes sense because of his history, and you don't know about him yet.
I was like, no.
So yeah, like that whole situation is very interesting, but Loki, Mobius, they both got pruned. We saw the end credit scene with Loki waking up to a group of other Loki variants where, you know, they showed us at the beginning of when they brought Loki in that a lot of them have been pruned. So who the hell knows how many Lokis are roaming around in this space? And
kind of cool.
The really interesting aspect of this is like, what is this world that they're getting sent to? Like, what exactly is the situation? Who else is there? Is Mobius there with him? Or did Loki get sent to like Loki world? Like, what is exactly going to be playing out? And, you know, are we going to get like an army of Lokis to like fight the TVA? Is that what's coming right now?
That would be cool.
Because that would be very interesting. But also at the same time, again, we've talked about it. It's setting up for other things in the MCU. We won't go on that rant again. But it's just created such a very interesting amount of just possibilities about what we're playing with here. And just so many questions have been created. And what is going on? Who is in control? How are they going to get out of this situation? Are they ultimately going to get out and be able to bring the TVA down and just shut all this shit down? What the hell's going on? And yeah, I'm super fascinated with the way they're telling the story with this show. We've got a little thing between Sylvie and Loki. We'll see where that goes, because, you know, it's kind of weird to fall in love with yourself.
But it could be something, it could be a non-romantic love, but
I mean, it kind of felt
love regardless.
I was definitely leaning towards the side of just a bond, because not every bond and relationship needs to be romantic, but there were moments in that last episode where it kind of felt like they were moving in that direction, where it was like, I need to tell you something, and then he gets friggin' pruned. Yeah. And so like it felt like one of those moments where, yeah, it feels like it's there. But we'll see where it goes. We'll see what that story brings. But again, just so many question marks. We've only got 2 episodes to go. We've got one more after we watch this. It's pretty wild. It's so much fun. Getting all of this Loki has just been great. And I feel like just the development, and even like in this small section, the character arc and the development and just some of the shifts and just the stuff that Loki has seen that probably no person should ever see in their future, between his mom and just his own death with Thanos. And he's seen a lot, and I feel like it's shifted him a lot, and it's going to be interesting. One of my biggest question marks is, because the TVA's time works so differently, very much like the quantum realm, I'm wondering exactly where we are in the MCU world. Are we like literally like minutes in the real time that just feels like days?
That's a good question, because I have no idea.
I think that's one of my biggest questions right now, is exactly where are we landing in terms of the time, because they talked about how time runs different in the TVA. And I'm just curious to see who the hell is running all of this, because it feels like someone is like, it felt kind of obvious that Ravonna?
Yeah.
Is that how you say her name? That she knew about things, but then she didn't necessarily know everything. So I'm wondering if she's in direct connection with the person who's in charge,
or she's super brainwashed,
or there's someone else. And again, this whole idea of all of the people working at the TVA being variants is just so insane on just such a grand level of people being pulled out of their lives and being pulled into this world and not even knowing about it is just
so messed up.
It's just so wild. And you just see the emotion in their eyes when they're actually finding out, like, oh my god, I had a life before this.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit. And the moment where Mobius is like, you know where I want to go? I want to go back to wherever it is I came from. I want to go back to riding my jet ski. And yeah, it's a really kind of heartbreaking story at its core. But at the same time, it's just so fascinating. So interesting to see what we're dealing with. So, you ready for episode 5?
Did you mean to color coordinate?
I did not mean to color coordinate.
I was like, I was wearing this shirt first, sir.
Yeah, it just happens that way.
No, that's it.
All right, let's go. What's up, y'all? It's like one of those really interesting moments where you're like told about stuff, and then like you wake up to seeing a bunch of different versions of yourself. That would be so trippy.
A bunch of different versions of me? God, no. I think the world would implode if there was many versions of me.
Looking at that door just now, those logos kind of look like the Black Widow logo. It's kind of weird.
They're just hourglasses, which is also what is on the belly of a Black Widow.
Yeah. This looks like a nice place.
What is this shit? Oh, is this where all the Lokis are? Is this where you go when you're pruned?
What is this place? Where are we? Who are you?
This is the Void. That's Alioth. And we're his lunch. Come on!
The Void.
Alioth?
Oh. Friendly.
Hey!
There were some thoughts that in the background of the credit scene that there was a busted up, broken down Stark Avengers Tower.
Oh. I'll have to go back and look.
Who's really behind the TVA?
I'm as in the dark as you are.
This is it, isn't it? This is where you dragged me after you stole my life. A fitting place then to take yours.
And what if I said Loki wasn't dead?
I'd say you were lying.
Maybe. Or maybe we want the same thing.
How is he still alive? And how will saving him get us closer to who's really behind the TVA?
It's complicated.
I'm telling you this willingly. Why?
I want to know who's at the top of this. I want to know who lied to me.
I'm not sure I believe her.
I don't.
It's impossible to destroy all that's matter. So we move it to a place on the timeline where it won't continue growing. Basically, the branch timeline isn't reset, it's transferred.
To where?
A void at the end of time, where every instance of existence collides at the same point and simply stops. Why? The dogma states that the end of time is still being written, that the timekeepers are transforming it into utopia.
It's nice. Super believable.
Nothing ever comes back from there. I can help you if you trust me.
I don't trust you for shit.
Why should she trust her at this point?
No.
I mean, but at the same time, she could be just as brainwashed as everyone else there. Oh, pirate ship.
Hey.
Flying saucer. What the hell?
That's the pirate. That's what our pirate ship looks like in Sea of Thieves.
What's your plan? Don't die. Okay, understood, but beyond that.
Don't die!
Don't die isn't the plan. It's a general demand of living. If you're Loki's, you should always have a plan. Will someone please explain to me what the hell is going on? It's been a very, very, very trying past few days. Months? I don't even know how long it's been since New York. All I know is I got pruned, and I woke up here, and now I'm surrounded by variants of myself, plus an alligator, which I'm heartbroken to report I didn't even find all that strange. God knows what, God knows where. All I need to be doing is trying to find a way back to the TVA.
Stop wailing or you will signal a liar.
This is so funny.
This is the place where the TVA dumps its rubbish. Everything they prune. Alioth, he ensures none of it ever returns.
We're in a shark tank. Alioth is the shark. Oh, there's no such thing as an alligator tank. He's overly sensitive like the rest of us.
Was only that thing to Loki too?
Oh, yes. We all stood around making bad plans that went nowhere.
But if you thought of using a tempad? Fine.
TVA doesn't care what happens here.
Well, surely there's something to do.
There is. survive.
It's very interesting that that one variant's carrying a hammer.
Is it a hammer or a book? Oh, it is a hammer.
Yeah.
You let a child command you?
You'll do well to respect the boy.
Did he overthrow the Thor in his world and become king of Asgard?
I killed Thor.
Oh. Okay. Jeez. There you go.
How dare you, small child. Did that helicopter say Thanos?
I just saw that too. What?
Lunch trays. Thor's hammer.
What in the hell? There's so much stuff.
What about the end of time? It's just a void. What if the void isn't the end? What if there's something beyond it?
I mean, Miss Minute is the one behind all of it.
How do we get past the void?
It's impossible. There's nothing for the Tempad to lock onto. No destination.
Then we go through it.
That's suicide.
What about the Void spacecraft?
Yes, the prototype.
It's a spaceship designed to withstand the temporal void. It could conceivably take us to the end of time.
This just randomly comes up.
That could have been some helpful information as we're discussing this.
Miss Minutes, where are the files on this time craft?
Buried pretty deep.
It's highly restricted. I might not even have clearance.
Oh no, I think you would.
This is fake.
If it's real.
Yeah.
How long?
Any second now.
Go, go, go!
I knew it. This is some bullshit.
You come out with your hands up and I'll put you in a time loop. You can live out your days in a good memory. Do you have any good memories?
Just one, really.
Whoa, what?
That's one way to get to the void.
Oh shit.
After I vanquished Captain America and Iron Man, I
Oh.
claimed my prize. All 6 Infinity Stones.
That's alligator for growling and saying liar at the same time.
Well, at least my Nexus event wasn't eating the wrong neighbor's cat.
Oh shit, he's had enough of your shit! I like the alligator Loki, he's awesome!
In my timeline, everything proceeded correctly my entire life until Thanos attacked our ship. I cast a projection of myself, so real, even the mad Titan believed it, then hid as inanimate debris. After I faked my death, I simply drifted in space. Away from Saul, away from everything. I removed myself from the equation, landed on a remote planet and stayed there in isolation.
That sounds horrible.
I mean,
I missed my brother, but as soon as I took my first steps to getting off the planet, the TVA arrived. Because we, my friends, have but one part to play, the god of outcasts. Nothing more.
Have any of you met a woman variant of us?
Sounds terrifying.
Oh, she is. That's kind of what's crazy. She's different. She's not trying to take over the TVA. She's trying to take it down. And she needs me. So I'm gonna kill the shark. I'm gonna kill Alioth. And I could use all the help I could get.
It's a great speech.
honestly, it's so good.
They're not into it.
Like alligator.
Oh shit.
Hello. Which one of us are you?
That's a lot of Lokis. Holy shit.
Terrifying. Okay, shit. What was that? Run! Fucking run! Run, bitch, run! Oh, pizza!
Can you shut the door? We still got.
Oh, hey!
Hey!
You should be careful just jumping into a stranger's car like that.
Watch out!
I see it.
Looks like Death Eater shit flying through the sky like
It does,
that.
it does. This is some major Harry Potter shit.
Is that a presidential Loki?
I know, what is...
He had the pin on.
Apologies, my liege. I betrayed you, and now I'm king.
About that. What did you expect?
That was not the bargain. I gave you our location.
Oh, shit.
In exchange for shelter and supplies. You give me your army, and I take the throne.
Not so good a bargain. How about this one? My army, my throne.
About that.
What the hell is there an alligator in here?
He's Loki.
Oh, bitch!
Oh shit!
Oh my god! Oh man, I fucking love this shit all day.
It's a low-key battle royale. I think it's pretty hilarious that the President Loki guy was like trusting all those other Lokis.
I know, right? You can't trust the Loki.
Oh shit!
Nothing can change until the TVA is stopped.
And you trust her?
She's the only one I do trust. I believe she's our only chance of stopping the TVA.
Approaching Alioth is a death sentence. We'll get you to it, but that's as far as we go.
Damn.
I mean, you're already stuck in a void that you can't get out of. Isn't that already kind of a death sentence? Might as well try to get out.
You hunted me like a dog.
Sorry about that.
When I preened myself, I thought I might be able to find Loki. That storm, that thing's likely already got him.
You really believe that?
The only thing that matters now is getting out of here and finding out who's behind all of this. We're going back to it.
Oh shit.
Do you have a plan of action?
Get inside, find its heart or brain or whatever, and do it in. Okay, just because it's not complicated doesn't mean it's bad.
It also doesn't mean it's good.
See? He's on board.
He's praying. Thinks we're going to die.
Alligator Loki's the star of the show so far.
Shit.
What in the hell? Just timelines getting zapped. Oh shit. Damn, dude. You sure about this plan, Loki?
Okay, maybe we
Yeah.
think a bit more about this, huh? Sylvie.
Aww.
You're alive.
Oh, grab her! Give her a hug!
Mobius, how did you...
We thought you could do with some backup.
Us as a child, us in the future, and us as an alligator. That's not a fair question.
Throw a rock out here, you hit a Loki.
So you're all after the giant cloud monster too, then?
We haven't decided how we're going to kill it. But
Sorry,
yeah.
come again. Kill it? That was your plan.
Yeah.
And you all went along with it?
I was having my doubts.
What's your plan then?
I think the person we're after is beyond the void at the end of time. That thing is just their guard dog protecting the only way in.
How do we get past the guard dog?
I'm going to enchant it.
Oh.
That's insane.
She's pretty confident.
I love this. I love all of them together. They are so good.
You had a link with the variant. I want you to tell me what drives her.
Revenge drives her, killing the timekeepers. But they turned out to be fake in case you forgot. So she'll be searching for whomever created them. You'll never find them, not before she does.
And why is that?
You only want it. She needs it.
This is getting so interesting.
Hey, y'all.
I need all the files on the
I need my own Miss Minute, okay?
Whoever created this place is in danger. I need to find them.
Like a little plushy Miss Minute.
So
I'm gonna find it.
she's still like believer of the TVA, but she is not sure about what happened and who created it and all that stuff.
I'm not sure if she's a believer of the TVA. I think that she has something to do with its creation.
Mobius isn't so bad. He cares about you.
Aww.
It's cold.
Mm-hmm.
conjure one for you if you like.
Tell you what, you could conjure me a new outfit.
Is he gonna do it?
So,
oh, I thought she was getting a new outfit. I thought we were trying to close her.
his theory.
Oh, right, about my Nexus event.
Total rubbish, right?
Absolutely, of course.
I don't mean that it wasn't, you know, a nice moment.
No, it was great. It was really nice. It was great.
Sounds like another TVA lie.
100%. I mean, totally.
All right, they're a little awkward. I'm kind of convinced that
it's romantic now.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do this. I don't have friends.
Aww.
I don't have anyone.
Aww.
Aww.
Is it a tablecloth? Thank you.
My pleasure.
I mean, it definitely fits Loki's character to like fall in love with himself.
I betrayed everyone who ever loved me. My father, my brother, my home, and that's not who I am anymore. I won't let you down.
You sure? Because if we make it and the TVA's gone, there might be a timeline for you to rule.
And then I'd finally be happy.
What would happen? Like that's another question. What happens if they destroy the TVA? What timeline are we going to? And can all these Lokis live and like survive on the same timeline? Like,
maybe we could figure it out together.
oh,
Together.
Maybe.
She's hurting a lot.
The TVA needs to be brought down. We don't know who created it or where they are. That thing out there does. When it hit me earlier, I linked to it. I caught a glimpse of something.
oh, that's what she said. That was the moment she
Okay.
had.
Take me to whoever's behind all of this.
Loki, you're gonna need this on your journey. Go on.
It's dope.
I guess Mobius gonna stand on his eye.
Looks like you got away in the end.
I always do.
What will you do? Burn it to the ground.
Get it, Mobius.
Thanks for the spark. See you later, Loki.
Aww.
Thank you, my friend.
You're my favorite.
Wait, was he saying it to her?
Yes.
But he thinks it was.
Why does that make me emotional? God, that was like cute.
He like whispered it in his ear, but looked at her.
Yeah.
I love them. How is this? What? This seems like a crazy plan.
It's nice to see Loki like accept others' help and friendship. It's kind of chaos right now.
He's like, I'm gonna stand behind.
We'll have to cause a distraction.
Ah, it's kind of cute. No, 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 no.
What?
What? Oh, that Loki is powerful.
Did he just build an Asgard? Like, what the hell?
How is he doing that?
I think we're stronger than we realize.
Oh my god. That is incredible.
What are you doing?
We're gonna enchant it.
I don't know how.
You do, because we're the same.
Well, do it! Stop! Do it!
Dude, OG Loki is so strong. Holy shit.
That's amazing. no. No, no, no. Not, no. Not, oh no. Future Loki. Run, dude, run.
I think he just used all of his energy. Oh, he's got one last trick. Oh no! Oh shit. Oh, what?
That's cool as hell.
Wow. Wow. This show had maybe one, I'll even put it in quotes because I love the episode, slow episode. But these episodes and this story and everywhere that we're building to is so interesting.
I love this show. That was so good. I really enjoyed that. The relationships that like you could see, like he actually gives a shit about somebody else other than himself.
Yeah, it's
like Sylvie, Mobius.
And that's kind of what I was talking about at the, like in the intro, just watching his development in this series, and we're getting more Loki, we're getting deeper stuff with Loki, and I think it's fantastic. I love really strong character building. I love when they give us new characters that we instantly care about. It's like the hug between him and Mobius was just like such a sweet moment. And it's like
watching somebody be so shitty and then all of a sudden be like very sweet. I love it.
It's just, we've gotten so many, and it's a funny thing to say now, in context now, it's like, from the beginning of the MCU to now, we've seen so many versions of Loki, and now we've literally seen so many versions of Loki. Like, this is
all
just
in the same room.
It's so crazy how there were like 20 of them.
I love it. The alligator got his hand off.
Dude, the alligator,
awesome.
Alligator was the star of the show up until the end there, where OG Loki just decided to friggin' create an entire Asgard and served as the distraction so they could get the enchantments in, and he's the real MVP now at the end of that. But Alligator Loki, I never thought that would be enjoyable, but it was fantastic.
That's awesome.
That was hilarious. Every shot, every time they cut to Alligator Loki, it kind of made me smile. I feel like that was hilarious. But the overall story is just so interesting. I can't wait to see how they're going to wrap this up. We have one episode left. I'm going to keep saying it because it's how I feel. This feels big to the MCU. They might be able to wrap this story up and end the TVA within these 6 episodes. But I feel like the impact that this is going to have on the future of the MCU, I think it's going to be huge. I think it's going to open up the door for a lot of stuff. We've already talked about Spider-Man. We know Wanda and all of that stuff has a lot of potential to play into this. The Doctor Strange movie obviously is going to kind of hit on all this stuff. And there's still just so many questions, though, about what happens if the TVA, like Mobius kind of recited what Loki said early in the show. He's going to burn down the TVA. What happens if that happens? Does like the sacred timeline just be?
I think this is all fake.
You think it's not like
it's all something else.
They are literally destroying timelines, and people are getting zapped into this netherworld.
I get that part, but I think it's something else. I don't think it has anything to do with time now for some reason. Because it's so like sketchy, and she's lying.
There's somebody, and if it is Kang the Conqueror, who is a master of manipulation with time, if this dude was behind the scenes pulling these strings this whole time, that would be just so insane. But it's one of those things where something was created, someone's controlling things, and if it is Kang, like whoever it is, I I would have to imagine the impact that this person's having on the universe is way worse than what even Thanos did, snapping half of everything living into oblivion, because one, those people all came back, but the idea that they've enslaved and mind controlled a lot of people, and the fact that every time a timeline gets disintegrated, those people die. Like, well, they go
to the void,
which is basically death. Which I don't know if I'd rather be dead or living in that world, because you end up dying by the monster anyways. So it's like,
unless you're very elusive, like a Loki.
And it seems like the only people we saw there were Lokis. So yeah, they're very good at staying alive and dying. So, but yeah, like it just I feel like it opens up the possibilities of just so much within this story, and obviously they've got things that they're going to need to insert into the storyline at some point, because, you know, the whole Fox thing and X-Men and all of that stuff, and the Fantastic Four and all those characters and all that stuff. There's going to be a lot, yeah. So I feel like this is going to kind of be the foundation for all the time travel, timeline, multiverse content that I feel like is obviously coming, because we know the Strange movie is called Multiverse of Madness. We've already seen Wanda in WandaVision messing with stuff. And then the idea of getting all the Spider-Mans in one movie is going to have to... like, I feel like this is going to catapult us to all of that. By the way, I'm against all 3 Spider-Mans in one movie as well. But it's one of those... no, that was my opinion first.
I know! These are jokes, dude. Fucking relax.
That was my opinion first. But it's one of those things where, obviously, this is the beginning, the first piece of content to really catapult us into all of this stuff. And I just can't wait to see where it goes. We still have 1 episode left, obviously. And do you think it's going to be as simple as them walking to whatever it is that they just opened up and
probably
destroying?
Not. I mean, is anything ever easy in this show?
No, nothing's ever that easy. But it's definitely like, what the hell's going to happen to Mobius when he goes back to the TVA? Like, they're gonna...
I really hope he gets to figure out a way to go back to his life.
I mean, okay, so there's even another question. If you destroy the TVA, do all those people just get put back in their worlds? Or do they all die? Like, how, like, I'm just so curious about how this is all going to work.
What happened to the people that they were, you know, families of before they were taken as a variant?
Well, they're variants, so their timelines probably got removed.
So then the people that were previously just like they didn't exist?
Yeah, that's
so if that person ever had a child, that child now no longer exists too? That's fucked up, dude. That's fucked up.
I think that's, like, when they bring variants in, they always set up the little device and it destroys the timeline. So, yes? Like, that just... if that's the way it is, comments to just correct us if we're wrong. Like, that sounds horrible. Like, that is so many lives just being lost.
Like, it reminds me of Men in Black when, you know...
just times that people.
Jay just... you know, he can look in on his life, but...
yeah, it's just... if that's, like, the magnitude of the possibilities of what is happening, I just feel like are just so massive.
Not Jay, it was K. Sorry.
Jay was Will Smith.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's just one of those things where, again, whoever's pulling all these strings and is in charge of all of this, that's some messed up shit. Being able to control people and just have that effect on timelines to just dissolve them. And like, we saw a friggin' ship show up there, try to fight Alioth, and just get swallowed whole and just done. So it's like, yeah, that seems pretty crazy. But again, like, I want to know what happens to all these people. If you literally burn the TVA down, what happens? I guess that's the big question going into the finale, because I think it's going to happen. I think they're going to overthrow the whole thing and bring it down, and stuff is going to get back to normal, which is going to kind of again kind of launch us into, like, the MCU did a really great job with kind of sprinkling Thanos through the movies and through the universe. I feel like that's what's going to happen with our big bad of this next phase, where we might not necessarily get a visual of who it is, but I feel like we're going to get a taste of it in this show, which is going to launch us into wherever the new big bad shows up, whether it's the Spider-Man movies or the WandaVision show or movie or the Doctor Strange movie or whichever one this person makes their first appearance or end credit scene. Or because I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Thanos' first appearance was in a credit scene, right? Let me know. I can't remember. I'm really like, everything is jumbled in my brain. Remind me where Thanos' very first appearance is. I'll probably look it up anyways. But
wasn't he on a planet destroying it or something?
I don't remember, but he showed up like, I want to say he, like, his, again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like the first shot we saw of him was like turning and smiling into the camera. Because I think that's when he got his hands on like the gauntlet originally. I don't know. I'm the MCU is so much and it's all jumbled in my brain. I'm trying to remember, but yeah. Like, so I feel like we're going to get like sprinkles of our new bad and kind of see how it goes. New villain, yeah. And I can't wait to see where this goes. I am loving this Loki show. The effects look amazing.
Yes.
You can tell the budget is spectacular on this show because just there's so many visuals that they're playing with in terms of like creating things and holograms and just, yeah, it's all spectacular stuff and I'm digging it, and I'm going to be sad that it's only one left. There's only one episode to go.
Yeah, but then you have more stuff to look forward to.
Then we have more stuff to look forward to, yes. Any other thoughts? No. All right, y'all. Leave your comments down below. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye.